It's time to Find a Way with Coach Brian Barone on KGSO.
In this episode of Find a Way, we have the head coach of East Tennessee State University, Steve Forbes, joining me. Currently, his East Tennessee State team is 13-3 and off to the best start at ETSU since 1991. Coach Forbes is a name known in the Wichita area because he was part of two of the most successful seasons in Wichita State basketball history. During his time at WSU, the Shockers won a staggering 65 games in 2 years. Over his last 5 years of coaching, his teams averaged 30 wins per year. If there's ever a coach who's found a way to get it done at all levels of coaching in recent years, it is Steve Forbes. You know, with all your winning over the last years and really over your career, are there a few things that you would say stand out about how to win over your career? And, you know, what would they be that's something common through all your teams? Because I can't narrow down just one team necessarily because you've really won everywhere you've been.
Well, I've been really blessed to work for some really outstanding coaches. And, you know, Billy Gillespie was the Big 12 Coach of the Year and when I was at Texas A&M. And Bruce Pearl was the SEC Coach of the Year when I was at Tennessee. And Greg Marshall was the National Coach of the Year when I was at Wichita. So basically I've gotten a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate in coaching, working under these guys. And I would say probably the common denominator between all three of those really outstanding coaches is just an identity. And it's an identity that you stick to. It's not something that's negotiable. And I've taken that with me. And, our identity is play hard, play smart, play together. We share the ball in offense. We play tough physical defense. We value 50-50 balls. We grab them with two hands. We do what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. We value the ball, and we run for our teammates. And I think those things are simple things, but you got to live them. And when you don't do them, you got to hold the players accountable for those kind of things. And I, just being with those really good coaches, having an identity and then a system of play that you stick to no matter what, it really gets you through the tough times.
Your team currently is 3-0 in conference play, and 2 of those wins have come on the road. I once heard a coach talk about winning on the road separates teams that can win championships from teams that can only talk about winning games. From your perspective, what does it take to win on the road, especially in conference play?
Well, I think the first thing is, again, don't change the way you play. Once you have determined a style of play and an identity, play that way. I think a lot of times coaches and teams go on the road and they tend to overthink things, or they tend to wire, we're going to play a little slower, or we're going to wire them down a little bit. I don't do that. We just play the way we play. And it goes back to a recruiting philosophy too, Brian. I believe, recruit offense and coach defense. And, our teams always have been really good on offense because we've recruited guys that can make plays. And I let players make plays on offense and play and then hold them accountable, defensively. And so I just think going on the road is a mindset.
I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me, and I look forward to following the Buccaneers the rest of the way. That's your Find a Way tip of the day. I'm Coach Brian Barone.